everyone. Welcome to Tracy Talks, aka The Alternate Point of View. I am super excited that you guys are here. And boy, oh boy, do I have a special episode for you. First of all, thank you so much if you are new. Welcome, welcome. And thank you so much if you've been here from the beginning. I am so excited that you are here. And I'm so looking forward to this very special episode. I hope that you are too. But did I just speak to Samantha Woll's killer? Well, maybe. I don't know. At least I spoke to a recanted, confessed killer. That's for sure. So allegedly, I mean, I can say that much. Yes. So let's go back to the beginning. Obviously, we are talking about Samantha Woll. We are always talking about Samantha Woll, but we're going to shift gears, you guys. As you can tell in my last couple of videos, we've been shifting gears. We've always been fighting for Michael Jackson Bolanos, but we are going to shift gears completely because it has been made very, very clear that though we have wanted to know all of this time who killed Samantha Woll, who took this poor woman's life, at the end of the day, yes, that has been a goal. But do you know what the main goal is of this channel and our followers? It is to make Michigan stop trying to take down a young man's life. He did not kill Samantha. Michael Jackson Bolanos is innocent, and he has been found innocent. Yet the state of Michigan and the city of Detroit are bound and determined to continue this battle, which is absolutely disgusting. As you saw in my last video, at the appeals court, the prosecution literally said out of their own mouths that all they had to do was change the story. They're just going to change it to match whatever they need to get Michael. Never mind that Jeffrey Herbstman confessed. Never mind that they gave him use immunity. Use immunity means that if they find something later to charge him with, that they still can. So what did Jeffrey Herbstman say to me on the phone? Because I called him. What did he say on the other podcast that seems to be out? And which, by the way, I will explain this to you. There is a podcast out about Samantha Woll's death. It's up in Detroit by the Detroit Free Press. She claims, Fanny, whatever her name is, she claims that she investigated Samantha Woll's death for a year. Yet she has absolutely no evidence as to what happened to Samantha Woll. If she actually investigated this crime, she would know for a fact that Michael Jackson Bolanos did not kill Samantha. And she would have been telling this story on a level that shows that Michael Jackson Bolanos did not kill Samantha Woll. And she would have been telling this story on a level that she would know who killed Samantha Woll. She would have also been telling this story on the level of the corruption that is in Detroit and in Michigan, and show that Samantha Woll clearly has ties to something, that someone wanted her gone. And she would also be telling the story on a level that if Jeffrey Herbstman, who confessed, didn't do it, that someone in her circle literally did it. But instead, Fanny doesn't tell it that way. Why? Because Fanny is also Jewish. They're all connected. And that's the only reason this podcast got made, was because she too had a connection with Samantha Woll. So she spoke with Jeff. She spoke with Samantha's family. She got to speak with several people. Why? Because they're all connected. All of them are connected. And that's the only way this gets told, is through connections. But I did call Jeff. I wanted to talk to someone. I've been trying to reach out to people to get to know Samantha, to learn about Samantha, to try not to tell this narrative in a way that is harmful to her or this story, but no one will contact me back. Why? Why? Because I am not of the echelon, and I don't have the backing of a network or a title or anything like that. It's just little old me. And Jeff proved that. Yes, Jeff proved that when he talked to me on the phone, because who was I with? Who am I with? What references do I have? You know what? Little old me has done quite a bit of investigating, and little old me knows quite a bit about all the things you guys are connected with up there. So I'd be less dismissive of little old me and more concerned about what little old me knows about what's going on up there. So just saying. Anyway, did I talk to the alleged, possible, confessed, recanted killer of Samantha Woll? And what did he have to say for himself? Or what did he not have to say? Is the question. What is Jeff doing with himself these days? Interesting, right? Funny thing is that Jeff is just living his life, going to the Isaac Agree Synagogue, so involved, holding that Torah. As of last Thursday night, he's got just a happy, shiny picture of himself on the website, on the Facebook page, smiling. Yeah, he's just living his life. Got his own business. Yeah, nothing wrong. What is happening? How is it possible that he can just be moving right along while Samantha is no longer here and no one is looking for her killer? Even when I told him that my goal was to find out who killed Samantha, the response that I got was not the response that you would expect from someone who cared about her, someone who was so obsessed over her that his house was covered in mementos and pictures. Not exactly the response that you would expect. So let's see what Jeffrey's up to now, and let's listen to the phone call between Jeff and myself. And also just want to preface that when I called Jeff, I wanted to be nice and I wanted to be sympathetic. I didn't want to come across unapproachable, I guess you could say, because I wanted him to talk to me. I just wanted to be, yeah, I wanted him to talk to me. I wanted Jeff to maybe share something. I knew he wasn't going to say, yes, I did it. Yes, 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 whatever. But I did want him to tell me something about him and Samantha, what he knew about Samantha, maybe give me something more about, walk me through the night. But none of that happened, of course. So, but I'm going to let you hear how our conversation went, in hopes that I could get something out of him. But it was really more of what I didn't get out of him that is intriguing.
Herbstman.
Hi, Jeff. This is Tracy calling you back. Are you free?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So I know you don't know who I am, but my name is Tracy Lee, and I'm calling from Texas. And I'm calling because I've been doing this story about Samantha for the last 2 years. And I wanted to speak with you because I haven't had an opportunity to actually speak with you about your just your friendship with her and anything that you would like to share about her, if you wouldn't mind. I know this is a shot. I know, I'm sorry. I probably caught you off guard.
Yeah. What outlet are you with?
I'm by myself. I'm an individual. I'm not with a certain outlet. It's just me. I have my own, I'm doing my own research and my own story about her. And I just wanted to just get to know who she was and more about you and your sort of part of it, because I know that you have a portion where you were put on the stand and just I know it's a difficult, convoluted story. So
Yeah. And I hope you appreciate that I'm not super comfortable with speaking to just anyone. So if you could provide some references or something like that about what you're doing, or yeah,
So, yeah, no, I have no problem with that. I don't have, like, I'm an individual, so I don't have any, I'm not with any particular outlet or anything at all. I'm actually personally trying to figure out for Samantha. I don't have a dog in this fight per se. I just want to know what happened. I want to know what happened to Samantha, and I want to know if it's not you, if it's not Michael, if it's not, like, who did this, what happened that night, and why did the police not continue and fully investigate? Because I've talked to detectives, I've talked to several people, and they have just honed in on Michael in this time frame, and it's impossible. And I just want to know, for Samantha's sake, who did this to her. So at the end of the day, I want to solve this murder. So it's not necessarily pinning it on you or pinning it on Michael or anyone in particular. It's literally just because I want to know who did this to her, and who had something to gain from her death.
Yeah, I understand your desire to want to, figure out what happened and better understand what happened. But I hope you'll appreciate that I'm not comfortable, just talking to strangers about the whole situation. And yeah, I hope that you'll that's understandable to you.
No, I totally understand. I'm just trying to get your side of it, because otherwise my assumptions and what I have gathered from the information that I have so far is very, it's not in your, it doesn't look good in, I guess, the ex-boyfriend light. So it just doesn't look good for what the prosecution did for you, giving you use immunity, researching the medication, researching all of the things that I've researched for the last 2 years into this case. I just am trying to clarify a few things so that I can eliminate what I'm trying to eliminate to try and solve who did this to her. Because for me, it goes deeper than a upset ex-boyfriend or whatever.
Right. I'm just not comfortable speaking about this to a stranger. And if you can send me anything that can give you some credibility as to who I'm talking to, or what's going on with whatever you're putting together, I would feel more comfortable about it. But yeah, I mean, I hope you understand that this was a really painful experience for me to go through this. And yeah, I don't like talking about it. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, I'm just not comfortable talking to someone who just calls me up on the phone.
Yeah, I totally understand that. I've done an entire series about this on my YouTube channel. You're more than welcome to check it out. Unfortunately, obviously, it doesn't have you in the best light because they gave you use immunity. So that's why I want to actually talk to you and get your entire side and what happened. So, but I am doing a much more neatly pieced together podcast about Samantha and the entire case. So that's why I wanted to actually reach out and get your whole like actual relationship and how this all came about and why this all came about, and if you had any idea of who could have done this.
Yeah, I understand why you're reaching out to me.
I got storms. Oh no. Well, as you can see, he did not deny nor confirm anything. Also, I did, since he asked for references, offer him access to videos. I shared with him videos that I have done regarding Samantha, and he wished me luck on my YouTube adventure. So I just felt like if you didn't hear, he did talk, but he didn't obviously confess to anything. I did not expect that at all. Let me know what you guys think about the conversation with Jeff. Let me know what you think I could have said or done differently. Feel free to criticize. I don't really know, listening to the conversation, if there's anything I could have said better. I don't know. Maybe you guys can share with me. Please share with me. I love that. I really just wanted to come across as someone he could possibly talk to, but also I didn't want to be too aggressive. But I wanted him to know what the actual agenda was, and that is, but I also didn't want him to know too much about what our agenda is, because unless he wants to watch the channel, he's more than welcome to do that. I highly doubt he's doing that. I don't know. Maybe he is. But at the end of the day, if he wants to clear anything up, he's more than welcome to contact me. He has my number. He has the channel information. But it's all about how you want to share the narrative. What do you want to do to clear things up? He didn't say, you know what, I wish people would stop bothering me. I didn't do this. Would never hurt Samantha. There are so many things that he didn't say in that conversation. Like when I said, I want to find out who killed Samantha, he didn't say, I want the same thing. Or he also didn't say, they've already caught the killer. He didn't say anything like that. It was all the things that he didn't say that really, really concerns me. No one in the community has said, we want to know who did this. No one in the community, no one has said that we've got to find out. No one has questioned the detectives, the prosecution, no one, about who killed Samantha. No one has questioned this investigation. No one has wondered why they haven't done more. It's insane to me that they have not figured out at this point that something is very, very, very wrong with this investigation, considering they have a witness who heard her scream between 1:20 and 1:30 a.m. and just decided, ain't my monkey, ain't my circus. So I'm not calling 911. And the prosecution told her family this was such a slam dunk case. They had more evidence than they've ever had on any other case. When in actuality, in the opening statements, the prosecutor said, you will not hear any direct evidence against the defendant because they had none. That's what a slam dunk of a case they had. They had none. Even in the appeals court, the appeal judge said, you have no evidence. He didn't steal anything. He didn't go into her townhome. He wasn't there. So there is zero evidence because he didn't do it. And I will tell you this, the difference between talking to Jeff and talking to Michael is that Jeff never one time denied anything. But there's one thing that Michael does every single time, and that is, I didn't kill her. I didn't do this. I didn't do this. He has maintained his innocence, and he doesn't have to because he is innocent, and the jury said so. But Jeff, you guys tell me what you think about that conversation. Please tell me what you think about the conversation. Did I speak to a killer? Did I? What do y'all think? Tell me. I will see you in the next video. Please, you guys, do not forget to get your Bernie's Best, because we know that Bernie's Best makes your dog's breath smell good. And what else? What else do you get? You get 20% off by using code NEO20. Neo's over there on the bed laying on my clean clothes that I just washed. So get your Bernie's Best 20% off with NEO20. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and hit the notification bell so you can hear more surprise videos coming up. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Thank you so much. Can't wait to hear what you guys think about this one.